everyday wants, food and things to entertain you once again. What we have going on, I'm sure you guys already see the title and you're like, what is that? So what? All right. Hey y'all. Hey Stefan. Hey Chastity. Hey babe. Hey Faye. Hey River. All right. So I'm home. I went and got me some Chinese food. I actually wanted some pho, but my restaurant is not open on Sundays. That's always the day I want it. I always want pho on Sunday when I can't have it. So I went to Panda Express and I got be quiet. I already gave you yum-yums. Chicken and mushrooms and beef and broccoli and steamed rice. So I had to work today, came home, got cleaned up, and then had to come in here and fight with my computer because every day I live. Pho, it's is it Korean? No. Yeah, it's a Korean soup. It's Korean soup. PHO. It's pronounced pho. Shaylin messes up my computer some kind of way every single day while I'm at work. And today I came in and my whole monitor was rotated sideways. So I had to Google and figure out how to switch it back. Sometimes I come home and my computer thinks it's a tablet, and then I gotta go and Google and figure out how to get it back off of tablet mode because it's not a tablet. I don't have a touch screen. She's about to be banned from my room. Like, I'm gonna put a lock on my door. As soon as I move the guinea pigs, when we get all this stuff moved around and everything like it's supposed to be, the guinea pigs are gonna be in the other room. I'm locking my door. Because that just drives me crazy. Need some soy sauce. This is for me. I gave you your yums. These are my yums. All right, let me say grace, gracious Father, thank you for food, much food, natural product. Amen. I'm finally off now. I don't go back to work until I think Friday. I only work one day this week. Hey, Rabia. Happy holidays to you as well. Good luck on your exam. You'll do well. Make sure you get some good rest tonight. And zucchini. It's called chicken and mushroom, but not very many mushrooms in here. And the girls ate the rigatoni. Hey, Queen of Crazies. I can't really have tomato like that. So whenever I make something, hey Nikki, whenever I make something tomato based, I only eat it once. So the rest is always for the munchkins because tomatoes tear me up. So today, I told you I had to work at the store that's closest to over here. I walked in there and number one, all of our stuff was gone. Our carts weren't there. Our boxes weren't there. Nothing was anywhere to be found. I searched and searched and searched. I think the honey shrimp with the was it cashews in it or what's in the honey shrimp? Cashews or walnuts? It's got some kind of candied nut in it. I like those. Hey, come Pam. I like the General Joe's, but the General So's, but they got rid of it, I guess. It's not on our menu anymore. But I do like the General So's. Hey, Prime. So finally found a manager. They told me they put all our carts up in this loss prevention type area in this room. That somebody with the key has to go let you in. And then when they finally let me in there, Hey, Sister Fifi. And they finally let me in there. None of our boxes were there. Our 2 carts were there. No boxes. And I'm like, do you know where the boxes are? He's like, no. Well, while I was in there searching before, guess what I did find? Hey, Magdalene. Another doggone sink in a box. So I had him to bring the sink up to that room. And then when he brings the sink, he was like, well, what do you have to do with this? I'm like, well, I got to get it out the box. I got to get all stupid stickers off of it. I have to set it up so it can be used for our events. And he's like, well, this room, like it has all of our, like our layaway stuff and pickup stuff in it. So we can't really leave you alone in here. And I'm like, well, can you move our stuff back to where it was in our area if we can't be here? Because why would you take our stuff and bring it into a room that you're now trying to say we can't be in? That makes no sense. And he's like, well, I'll have to ask a manager. And I'm just staring at him at this point. I'm like, you move my stuff in here. I could care less where you put it. Just leave it alone. Like, find a spot, leave it there, and we're good. We don't have to bother you. You don't have to bother us. Our mail comes in, put our mail with our stuff. We're good. Like, neither the tween shall meet. Like, we don't have to interact. I don't got to touch your stuff. You don't got to touch my stuff. We good. And then he's just kind of standing there, and I'm like, you know, tell me what you get ready to do so I can do what I'm supposed to do. And I guess the manager told him to leave me alone. So he just, left me in there. I started working on the stupid sink. Took me like 2 hours fighting with that doggone thing again, getting all them stickers and stuff off. And I asked him if he could go and look for our boxes again. He never found any boxes. So that ended up being all I did today, because by the time I finished getting the stickers off the thing and getting it all set up and ready for, people to use, I only had like 2 hours left. And I still had to do all my shopping. And since I didn't have a box, I would have to buy all the base stuff also, which meant napkins, cups, gloves, everything that's normally in my box I wouldn't have had. I'd have to go and shop for all that stuff. I have to call the company to get them to authorize me to buy all this stuff with my company card. Then once I got that stuff, then go shopping for my actual event stuff to get my products to sell. Part of my products was a drink, which had to be put in the cooler to sit and get cold for about 45 minutes to an hour. There wouldn't have been time for me to do it. I've just been spending money for no reason. So I just kind of straightened our stuff up. I was like, I'm done. I went and got my cart, brought it back to the room. Had to stand there again and wait for somebody else to come with the key to let me back in the room to put the cart away. It's like, y'all need to find somewhere else for our stuff to be, because unless you're going to give us a key, this is ridiculous. Guinea pigs are being so loud. But I got all it done. Then I went and got Papa's order from this morning. He told me he needed orange juice and grapes. So I got his orange juice and grapes and took them over to him. We had a chit chat for a while. But I get to be off. I'm happy for my offness. I have a feeling he may try and call me in on some stuff that people cancel last minute and say they're not going to come to work for. But Tuesday, I take Papa to the doctor, and he has a list of other stuff he wants to do Tuesday. So I'll be busy all day Tuesday. Monday or Wednesday. Papa's good. I gotta look. Is it tomorrow or is it Wednesday? Raylan has an appointment one day. I gotta look that up. My chart. Yeah, Papa's good. When I got over there today, he was just sitting outside next to the porch. Enjoying the outside air. He sits out there every day for a few hours. Mm-mm. I know. I'm gonna have to call him in the morning. Hey, Mark. I have to call him in the morning. It doesn't pull up on my chart. My second favorite is probably this chicken mushroom. Or mushroom chicken mushroom. I think it's called chicken mushroom. It's not rodeo time. Why are you being loud? Your phone died? You didn't miss much. I'm so tired. I don't have nothing to say. Today was a long, irritated day, so I'm kind of I did not want to deal with another sink. I was not happy when I saw it. And then me being the good person sent a picture to him to let him know, hey, I found a sink though. Of course, he's like, hey, set it up. I shouldn't have said nothing. But then again, I'd probably be the person who was scheduled at that store the next time. And I would need the sink, so. Did I show y'all the sink yesterday? Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. So it comes in a big old package like this, which I had to open. And then inside the package is this sink. Y'all see all that white with the blue and white writing on it? That's all stickers. The whole sink is chrome. It's all silver, all those stickers, and it's all inside. It's not just outside, it's inside. Yes, Miss Nubian. Yeah, that's what I do. I had to get all those stickers off, and it's like contact paper, like it's stuck. And then pulling on it and all that stuff, it dries your skin out. Your hands are all dry and ashy. Don't really have any tools, especially I didn't have any tools today because that store, like, we don't have any stuff at that store. At my store, I at least, I have knives and scissors and all kinds of stuff. I did have some scissors at that store though, because I bought some, I think for the last event I did. Actually, the people at Sam's don't set up. The people at Sam's don't set up. The manager does the setup for them. What I do is all on me. I work by myself. I have to do it all myself. I do the setup, I do the breakdown, I do the shopping. I have to do all of it. But actually, the people at Sam's, the manager goes in, buys all their stuff, puts it all in their carts for them. And all they do at Sam's is they walk in there and get their cart and roll it out to the floor. So that's not true. Now the weekends is very true, because that's one of the, the main time that you are trying to market people. Some people are shopping. People shop on the weekends. So yeah, you work weekends. You definitely work weekends. Hey Marley. But yeah, the people at Sam's, they don't have to set up. They don't have to shop. They don't have to set up. Not the ones at Sam's. Nope. That used to be my company at Sam's, but they think about it was about a year ago. Yeah, because it was last Christmas. They switched over. Now it's starts with a C. Now it starts with a C. I can't think of the name of the company, but it's a different company now. And you finally caught one of my lives. Back last year in December, they had no the name of the marketing company. The marketing company, because the people that are doing those demos, they don't work for Sam's. Like I do mine in Walmart and I do mine in Target. I don't work for Walmart or Target. I work for a company called Advantage. But the people in Sam's were Advantage, but now they're, shoot, I can't think of the name of the company. It's another marketing type company, but last year when they started hiring on new people, and all the new people that they were hiring on, they were paying them like $15 an hour or more being hired on. And there were people that were already there that had been working, for the company for years that weren't making that, or they were making, $12, $13, something like that, or whatever. But they got these brand new people. Like when you started at $10, but now they got these brand new people starting at $15 an hour. And there's people who had been with the company for 6 years. Like, why are they making the same thing as me? Wait, that's not fair. And they started demanding raises because they were like, that's not fair. You can't start the brand new people. We should be getting a raise if they're starting, at, people with seniority level. That means our level's too low. Well, when they started complaining, instead of giving those other people raises, our company dropped out, and then the other company bought them out and took over. And when a new company took over, they lowered everyone's raises. I mean, everyone's wages. They lowered their wages. Now everyone makes, what did the lady tell me? $7 and something. Like if they decided to stay with the company, keep their job they've been with for like 6 years, they had to take a cut in pay. So they cut their wages. Yeah, like I think she said it was like $7.25 or something like that. I don't even know what minimum wage is here, but I know it's more than $7.25. But that's what they switched their put them down to. Because she told me she told me she took a $7 pay cut. I think is what she told me. And now she was saying that they were taking her hours. Like they're not even giving her hours anymore. Because the longer you've been with the companies, the more days you work. Because everybody got to work on the weekend. Like you have to work the weekend. But they do have events that are during the rest of the week. But usually the people with seniority, who they know are going to show up, who they know are going to do the events, those are the ones who gets those extra through the week jobs. And so there's people that have been with the job for, 5 years, 6 years, they work every day. They work 6 to 7 days a week if they want to. Like they work every day because they've been with with the companies for so long. That's they get first dibs at that. But since they switched over to that other company, it's not Convergys. I can't think of what the company is. She said now they're taking her hours. They're giving the new people all the shifts. I think she told me she lost her benefits. It's like crazy. Now, I don't have benefits. I've only been with the company for 3.5 years. I don't have benefits. I'm not considered full-time. Like I said, you work for a long time before you get up to there. I think you have to be there like 4 or 5 years before you're considered, they'll switch you over to be a full-time person where you get benefits and you can earn vacation time and stuff like that. But yeah, the people at Sam's, they lost a lot of stuff if they decided to stay. Yep, they did. Hey, DC Kool-Aid Lisa. But yeah, she came in to my store a couple weeks ago, and she was just telling me, she's like, they had asked her to switch over to our company and start doing Walmart, but she didn't want to do Walmart because, like I said, at Walmart, if you work in Walmart, if you work in Target, you do all the setup. You got to go buy, you have to go shopping. You have to set up your cart. You have to cook everything. You got to get all the stuff together. When you're done, you got to clean it up. You got to go wash dishes, sanitize stuff, scrub everything down, put everything back away. You got to build, when y'all hear me fussing that I had to build something out of cardboard, I have to build full out displays of all kinds of crap. They don't have to do that at Sam's. At Sam's, somebody else does that for them. They literally walk in the door, clock in, go get a cart that already has their stuff out, put it out, go out to their spot on the floor, and then give out whatever it is that they have. If it's a food, they turn on their little hot plate and cook it and hand it out. If it's, something that's ready made, they just start putting it on a napkin. Like that's all they do. And when they're done, they just wheel that cart right back to the back area and they walk away. Somebody else does everything else. Hey, Newsy. But that's the reason why they like doing that one, is because they don't have to do all the extra stuff. Because sometimes, depending on what we're doing, sometimes it's a lot. It can be a lot. Sometimes you have a really easy something, but sometimes you can have a really, really annoying something to do. Hey, Pee-Pee. Marley Nightbot's a robot. He's not real. Let me see if I have any pictures still in my phone that I can show y'all some of the stuff that I've had to build and put together. I've probably deleted them all. Here's the one thing. I didn't actually have to build this because it's just tables, but I had to do the setup. This was a teacher's event. No, you don't know until you get there. Well, you can look in your email and you can read your paperwork to see what stuff is that you're doing if you want to do that. You know, this is all set up by me. I did this by myself. Nobody was there with me. Nobody helped me do this. I had to put all this together myself. Here's another one that I did. Here's a toy event. I had to do this myself. Go in the store, put all this stuff together, set it up, get it ready for kids to come and play. This is one I had to do at 5 o'clock in the morning. Donut holes and orange juice, and no one came. No one even came to that. I had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go and set up for an event that no one knew about. Hey, Alicia. Oh, I know, on Facebook. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I posted my the baby event. Oh, I get paid. Yeah, if I clock in on my phone and I work, I get paid for any time I'm there. Oh, absolutely. It don't matter if nobody shows up, nobody ever gets a sample. If I sat there for my hours, I'm getting paid for all my hours. Absolutely. What I'm not going to do is sit there free. Hey, Lady AK. Okay, so this is the baby day event that I had to do. So you'll see all this. This is boxes that I had to open, okay? I had to build this. That is a crib made out of cardboard. This is a crib made out of cardboard. This is a dresser made out of cardboard. This wall in the middle, I built that too with this thing on top. I built all of this. I had to build this. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Marlene. I've deleted the other ones, but hey, Yaya. Yeah, sometimes you go in for stuff like that, and it's supposed to be it's supposed to be two people events like that, building all that stuff there. It's usually supposed to be two people, but person number two never shows up. It's always just me by myself. So I have built baby rooms out of cardboard. I had to do a whole Santa Toyland thing like 2 months ago out of cardboard by myself. Supposed to be two people. I had a Santa train that I had to build. Halloween, I had to do these two big round standy things with these layer makeup face things on them. All supposed to be 2 people event. But the person showed up for that one. But she showed up 3 hours late. And she was 87 years old. Those boxes with those standees that I had to build in them weighed about 45 pounds each, dead weight. She was 87. Could she pick up those boxes? No, absolutely not. Could she have bent that cardboard and folded? Absolutely not. Mm-mm. You're doing shipped. You not 89. You could do it. You could have come to work and helped me. She could not. All she could do is what she did. Come in there 3 hours later and sit down and take pictures with me. That's what she could do. Yeah. Next time I call you. I'm thinking about going somewhere else. Because I used to love it. I don't love it as much anymore. But I don't get to do the stuff that I like to do anymore very much either. Like the stuff that I like to do, I like to cook. That's what I do. Y'all know that. I like to cook. I don't get scheduled for the cooking stuff as much anymore. I'm getting scheduled for the build this crap stuff. That's not what I signed up for. I didn't get a food license to build toy trains and baby cribs and dressers. I didn't. And it don't have nothing to do with my food. I just, no. I like grocery shopping, but I can't walk a lot. I have 2 slip discs and a pinched nerve in my back. Plus I have a paralyzed foot and a fake knee, but I have a paralyzed foot, 2 slip discs and a pinched nerve. So I don't think I could do a job like Shipped or what's the other, Postmates, because I couldn't walk around and around and around and around shopping for people all day. And then delivering, what if they live upstairs? That'd be a whole situation. Because I don't even carry our groceries into our house, and we only have 2 steps up. And I'm afraid I'm going to fall trying to carry something in my hands and take 2 steps up without being able to hold on. Whole Foods is about 20 miles away. We have Whole Foods, we have Sprouts, and then there's one other one. What's it called? World Market or something? We have all 3 of those. They're all right there next to each other. I think she added sugar to my tea. I gotta put some water in there. It's a great place to work. That would be too far. Because I got to be close enough to be able to get the girls from school. And it's far. Whole Foods is almost to where MK Bites lives. It's almost to Edmond. They cook and display food. I don't think our Whole Foods is doing that yet. I don't think our Whole Foods is doing the little sample things yet. I'm sure they will soon. I'm sure they will soon. But there's a company that I know of, a lady that used to work with me at my store, my home store, that she also worked at, where she'd come to our store and not really work. She'd come in, buy stuff, stand there for like 5 minutes and be like, okay, I'm leaving, I'm done. And she'd leave and go home. And I'm like, what? Huh? But she had a second job, and this company, all she did was go to Dollar General and put security stickers on stuff in Dollar General. But they paid her really, really well. And they paid for you to travel. So like she would literally, like, she'd go to Missouri to put stickers on stuff. She'd go, to Dallas. She drove all kinds of places, and she would take her daughter and her grandkids, and they'd like take vacations. Like in Missouri, there's like this amusement park or whatever in Branson, Missouri. And so they took a trip to Branson, Missouri, and the company paid for her trip, for her to drive there, paid for her hotel room, paid for food. And all she had to do was, while she was there, go in that store and put some security stickers on the products that they asked her to put security stickers on. So I'm thinking about doing, signing up for that one. As long as they have, enough close locations Monday through Friday. Because Monday through Friday, I can do, stuff here. And you set your own hours with that place. As you just tell them if you'll do it or don't do it or whatever. And you just have to do it, on the day you say you'll do it. So I could, literally say I do a store, in Edmond or wherever, and just make sure I give myself time, to be over there and do that, and then pick the girls up and be done, So I'm thinking about applying for that one. And then if I get that one, that would also give me a way, during breaks and stuff, like we could actually do some traveling and we could get some collabs done and stuff like that. Because if they'll pay for my trip, shoot, we could take a trip and go out to Virginia and see DC, and see Cut and Pam. And they pay for my trip. I just got to go to a Dollar General somewhere and put some stickers on a few items. Oh, yeah, I could do that. Because for her, she loved that job. That was her job. That was the one that she would leave our job to go do that one. But yeah, I used to like look at her like, what in the world? Because she would come in, like if she was supposed to be doing deli meat. Hey, family team, she's supposed to be doing deli meat. She would come in, buy the stuff. Like I said, we have to go buy all of our stuff. She'd come in, put her card out, set it up, go buy her deli meat. Hey, Courtney. And then, I'm doing my stuff. I'm set up. If I'm cooking, like I haven't even got my food done yet. Okay. And she'd walk back over. Okay, I'm all out. I'm going home. What you mean you all out? I'm all out. I'm going home. And she would literally be pushing her cart back to the back of Walmart. And I'm like, there's no way she's done. But literally, the other company would call her and have a store they wanted her to go do. And for her, it was, more money, more benefits. But I mean, she still got paid for ours anyway because she, faked her time. But still, now they have it trying to get it to where people can't fake their time like they used to. Because there's a lot of people who go in there and not even actually work. Like they wouldn't. When I first started with the company, everything you did was on your computer at home. Everything you did was on your computer at home. And so you literally would go and do your job, wherever it was. I'm not doing my hair. You'd go and do your job wherever it was. And then you would, at the end of the night, when you came home, you'd input everything from the day. You'd tell how many samples you gave away. You'd tell, whatever. Then they fixed it to where you could actually do it on your phone. Hey, Cheryl. And on your phone, at first it was still kind of the same. Like you could input all your stuff on the phone, but it was still kind of, you did it at the end of the night when you were done, you'd input all the stuff in your phone. So now they fixed it to where it's actually like live. When you get to the store, you click this button that says, I think it says clock in. You click the button that says clock in, you clock in, and while you're working, you do your work, and you have to click to take a lunch break, and then come back from lunch, and then you clock out, you answer your questions. It's all done while you're still at the store. And then now we actually have a second app that we have to log into, which is owned by Walmart or whichever stores that you're working at, that when you walk in, you check into the store that you're in so they can actually track you in the store to see that people are actually there. But that's because there was a lot of people who would just lie, especially when it was just the computer stuff. People never even left their houses and just, yep, I did an event today from this time to this time. I gave away this much stuff, and they never even went anywhere. But then there's also people that would go to the store, buy all the stuff that they're supposed to buy, and then take it to their car and take it home and never do anything. So like, this is their way of trying to stop people, from stealing time and stealing products, which is what that is. It didn't affect me one way or the other because I was always there anyway. Yeah, Tasha. There's one girl who started probably about a year ago, who works 6 different jobs, and they're all jobs kind of like this type job. But what she does is they're all scheduled at the same time. So she would be scheduled for us, but at the same time, she'd be scheduled for another company in the same store at the same time. And we finally figured that out one day when she was working at a different store with another lady that I'm friends with. And they said she came in and she set her cart up. She brought her cart out, sat it out there. She went and shopped and bought her stuff, put her stuff at the cart, and then she just vanished. And they were like, where'd she go? And like an hour or two later, my friend had to go to the other side of the store to get some more product that she was doing. And when she did, she passed by the jewelry area and she saw the girl squatted down behind the counter in the jewelry area. You know, and she saw her. She didn't say anything. She just kind of looked and kept walking. Okay, Alicia. Hey, Asia. You know, she went back to, you know, got her products and she went back to the other side and she was talking to the other lady about it. She's like, she's over there behind the counter. I don't know what she's doing behind the counter. So later on that evening, she talked to the jewelry lady and asked her, she's like, what's she doing back there behind the counter? And the jewelry lady said that she works for them doing security stickers. And that's what she was doing. She was back there putting security stickers on jewelry, but she's supposed to be over there giving out samples to people. So she's clocked in at 2 different companies getting paid, but she was really only doing that one because she didn't do our event. She just did that event. But and she has 6 jobs, 6 different businesses she's doing like that. But I'm like, I have one job. Yeah, trying to get all the money and do as little of the work as possible. I've had to work with her before and she just sat there doing nothing. Doing nothing. She came late. She's always late because, of course, she's always, you know, a different job. And then she just sits there. But I'm like, I have one job. I'm a single mom of 2 kids. I don't have time for 2 jobs. I got to take those kids to school. I got to pick them up from school. We got to do homework. I got to cook. I have one job that I work at. I don't have time for all that other stuff. That's just, I don't have the energy. I don't have the patience. Nope. I hate when she does that. Hey, Marlene. You're right, that I know about. That's just what she told everybody. But I tried to point out for the longest time that she was not there, you know, because there were so many days that she was supposed to be, you know, supposedly scheduled to work with me, and I'm the only person in the store, you know, and I would have, you know, the actual companies, you know, like one day the guy from YoPlay came up to me and I'm making deli sandwiches or something. And he comes walking up to me, do you know where the person is that's supposed to be here doing my yogurt? There's supposed to be somebody here. There's no one here. I've been here for an hour. No one is here. And I'm like, I have no idea, sir. I can give you my supervisor's number. You know, he's like, someone's supposed to be here last week. No one was here last week. No one's here this time. I don't understand what's going on. And all I could do was give him my supervisor's number. I was like, this is my general manager's number. You can ask him. But I knew who it was. I knew exactly who it was that wasn't there. Okay, Newsy. Let me get off in a minute. I made it to my hour. I gotta put some water in my tea because Rayon added yep, that's who I'm talking about, Asia. That's exactly who I'm talking about. Uh-huh. That's exactly who I'm talking about. Those 2 people events, and it would just be me. Yeah. It's pretty much always the same person that would be scheduled that didn't come to work. Yeah. The only time it was not her is that one time that it ended up being the 87-year-old lady. And she just ended up over there because where they were going to schedule her was farther away than she wanted to drive. So they switched the person that was supposed to be with me with her. So it's probably that same person. And they got sent out to Edmond, and then the lady ended up with me. And she woke up that morning with a flat tire and had to get tires changed and all kinds of stuff. So she ended up being really, really late. But like I said, she was 87. If she had been there on time, she wouldn't have been able to help me. She wouldn't have been able to help me. Yeah, they're Uber and Lyft. Yeah, she couldn't help me at all. She did bring her grandson with her, though, in case there was stuff that she couldn't do, because she figured she wouldn't be able to do, you know, certain things. She knows her limitations. So I guess she, you know, brings her grandson with her to help her with, you know, heavy lifting and stuff like that. But they were so late, I had already had it done. I was just waiting for her to come do the shopping because they had her set up as person number 1. So all the money was on her card. Only thing I had on my card to buy was, I think, some cotton balls. Time changes for tomorrow. I had to call Shaylin. Nope. Mm-mm. When you work alone, you just work alone. You get your same pay that you always get, even though you did double the work. Nope. And that's why I'm saying I'm kind of getting to the point of over it. Because I'm doing way more work than I'm compensated for. If I was just cooking and doing my normal, you know, my normal stuff that I started off doing, that I enjoy doing, you know, it's worth my pay. But it's getting to the point now where it's like, okay, several raises are needed to make it worth it. Just from frustration levels at times. Like, going, our stuff is in, the back warehouse area in the stores. And especially getting around this time of year, I will start going into those stores, and in front of my stuff that I need, no, I don't work at a restaurant. In front of my stuff that I need is going to be a whole line of kids' bicycles that are, sitting out there, on layaway, or just where, parents bought them and asked the store to build them for them. They line them up in the back hallway, in the store. So, in order to get to my stuff, now I got to move 20 bikes. Well, again, I have a slip disc, 2 pinched nerves, compressed discs, fake knee, paralyzed foot, moving 25 bikes. That is a little boy who asked me to do a collaboration last year, and then he didn't do it. He didn't do it, and now he's asking me to do it again. He didn't do the first one. Well, I mean, you don't pick your own events. The general manager does it. Hey, Smitty. The general manager schedules you. I said Smitty, not Siri. The general manager does the schedule. And so they, of course, put people, they pick the people that they know, the events that are really important. They put people on those really important events that they know are going to show up to work. Okay, Smitty. You know what I mean? Because there's, different events are different levels of importance. Because different events are being paid different amounts of money. And so those highly important events are supposed to draw the most people to them. They try to make sure they get the people scheduled on those that they know this person will be at work that day. They're going to show up for the event. They're going to be there for this event. That's why I keep getting put on that stuff. But unfortunately, they don't put a second person that's also going to be at the event. They just make sure they have one. Should who help you set up? There's no one there but me. Because that's the thing. Wherever I am, if I'm in Walmart, if I'm in Target, I don't work for them. So none of those employees have to help me. The manager, oh, yeah, right. They don't do the events at all. They don't do the events at all. Mm-mm. No, we walk into stores all alone. We are individual contractors. We each have our own independent contract. You could go into a store and there could be 6 different people from our company in the same store, and none of us have anything to do with the other person. I told you I'm thinking about switching. I'm thinking about switching to the Dollar General one. I'm thinking about switching. When you start getting to where when you get to the point to where when it's time for you to go to work and you're like, it's not really for you anymore. No, the Dollar General is security stickers, and it's not actual Dollar General. It's another company, but it's a company that Dollar General pays to have people come in and put security stickers on stuff. Yeah, it has nothing to do with food. Right. Yeah, it's part-time. You basically set your own schedule. Like you pick what stores you'll go do. If you're willing to drive out of state, you can do that. They pay for your gas. They pay for your hotel. They buy you food. Yeah, so I'm gonna look into that, and then possibly just another work from home, like phone type something. But the only thing with that is, the scheduling, because I got to be able to pick up the girls from school. Because it used to be my papa picked the girls up from school for me. That's the way it used to be before he got sick. Yeah, it's basically part-time hours with full-time money. Yeah. I don't have it right here. I have to find it and tell you later, Lady AK. Are we connected on IG? I'll send it to you when I find it. But yeah, with the work from home kind of stuff with what I used to do before I had my knee replaced and before I cut my foot. I did home health, and Papa actually, I dropped the kids off at school and then I headed straight to work, and I would go to my patients, and take care of my patients all around the area. I drove around to different houses. And Papa would pick the girls up from school when they got out of school, and then they'd stay over with Papa until I got off at work at night. But since he got sick, since he stopped driving, now I take them to school. I have to pick them back up from school, and then I take them over to Papa's, and they hang out with him until I get off work. Or they'll come over here. Sometimes they come over here because it's the same street. But that means I have to be close. And they get out at 2 separate times, so that's even more, Shaylin school lets out an hour after Rayon's, and then Shaylin usually Monday through Thursday has tutorials. That's an extra hour, so they're actually 2 hours separated. So it's even, less time. But yeah, what she said with the stickering thing, you just agree to the store, and then you go in there when you're available to. Like if you needed to, you could go in at 8 o'clock in the morning and put stickers on stuff from 8 until 10. Let's say you had a meeting somewhere at 11 o'clock. You could go in there from 8 to 10 and do stickers. And if you weren't done, you could leave, and then you could come back again and finish later on, like just as long as you did it. Like, you do it when you want to do it. As long as the store is open, you can go in there and do it. So that would, work. That's why I'm kind of thinking about that one. Like I was thinking about possibly seeing about like maybe doing Uber or Lyft. But I got to get my Jeep fixed up first so I can do that. Because my little Cobalt, that's not rider comfy. I don't even like trying to get in and out of it because it's so low to the ground. So, but once I get the Jeep fixed, which I need to call them and have them come pick it up and go ahead and do it. You do Lyft, Newsy? Because the Jeep, it's the heating, the AC system period doesn't work, and they told me that it needed something called a breaker door or something. which I found on Amazon because they told me to contact this company and have them make me one and all kinds of stuff. And that sounded real expensive. So I started Googling and I actually found a YouTube video that was telling me about this particular part of the vehicle. And this man actually makes them and he sells them on Amazon. So I ordered it off Amazon. And I think I paid like 100 and something for one part, and then I paid like 80 something for the other part. So I just went ahead because they told me I only needed this one piece, which I think was the 80 something dollar piece. But just in case, I ordered all of it. I ordered all of it. And so I need them to pick up the car and put that in, but also in my car, in the Jeep, there's also an issue in the Jeep where the wiring for the car runs through the driver's side door and it shorts out like the wires. And so that makes your windows stop working. It makes your lights stop working. It makes your clicker stop working, alarm thing. And so that went out right after I got the Jeep. Like it started acting crazy on me. So I need them to replace that wiring that's messed up, and then put in that breaker door, whatever it is. And then I'll have a fully functioning, working Jeep. See, if they had like a shipped type thing, if they had something like that where you just went and picked up the stuff that somebody else walked around and bought, I could do that. But if I gotta walk around, I'd only be able to do like once a day. One trip a day. It would be fine if I could go in every store I walked into. I could always get a mobile cart. That would be different. But that's not possible. You don't always look out and get a mobile cart. Especially when you really need a mobile cart, that's when you definitely don't get a mobile cart. That's when you definitely don't get one. Thank you, Courtney. Same to you. I am getting ready to get off of here, y'all, because I'm tired and I'm thirsty. And Rayon added sugar to my tea and I can't drink it. So I got to add some water to my tea because I'm thirsty and I can't drink because it's full of sugar. I hate when she does that. I'm like, if you want extra sugar in your tea, which you're not supposed to be drinking mine anyway, make your own. Or just put sugar in your cup, right? Don't ruin my tea. I can't drink it. I may edit the video of me getting the stickers off the thing to put up as my video tomorrow. If not, I'll be back live doing something. Oh, I might do the strawberries tomorrow, though. I might do Tasha's strawberries and whipped cream tomorrow. Good night, Prime. Good night, Cheryl. You see Queen? I don't see Queen. Where? Am I not seeing all the comments? You saw Italian Queen? There she is. How come I couldn't see her? Thank you, Italian Queen. I love you back. No, I couldn't see her. Like her comment, I see her second comment, but no, I don't see where she came in. That's weird. That's weird. I see the second comment and I see her saying hey to you now. But no, her first one is nowhere to be found. That's weird. Huh. But yeah, I'm getting off, y'all. I'm tired. I'm thirsty. I'm really, really thirsty. So I got to put some water in this cup because it's too sweet to drink. And I got to go to the kitchen and put some water in my whole thing of tea because it's too sweet to drink. But yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. Probably doing the strawberries. Hopefully Shay will eat them. Because if she sees fruit, she does grab it. But yeah. And I got to wake up in the morning and call and figure out where that appointment is. I think it's Wednesday. But it might be tomorrow. I don't remember, y'all. If it's tomorrow, we might end up having to reschedule because I'll be dropping her off at school. And by the time I got her back out of school, we would miss the appointment. I think it's Thursday, though. I'll figure it out. But bye, y'all. Thank y'all for liking, thumbsing up, subscribing, and sharing. And I will see y'all tomorrow with the next video. So y'all come back now, you hear? You sleep well too, Prime. Night.